So this works. Hey, chat. Wow, we're back. Okay, can you, fuck. Do you see me? All right, we're back. That was such weird timing. I had just pulled up Google and I did the speed test thing and like it was just working. I was like, oh, okay. So this works, but none of my other stuff works. And it was just coincidence. Everything just started working again. Holy shit, chat. That's wild. I don't see it connecting to chat though. Chat. Chat. I can't see you at all. Can you see me at all? Chat Tholomew? Yay, I see you, chat. Dude, what horrible timing. All right, chat. Let's go ahead and find Nomad. That was fucking bad timing.
Oh fuck. Jesus, man. So, like, when you teleport, and then there's that 2-second delay, for me it happens all at once. It's like, bad timing? It's like, oh shit. Okay.
Excellent. Let me fix some of these windows. They got all busted when I'm...
Your chat, your mods let me know. So I was like, okay. Hey,
excellent.
guys.
Yeah, I just fucking hard crashed.
You got such a good chat, dude.
They're a fucking bunch of sweet beans, dude.
Oh, I'm getting narrated.
This heretical, magical elf teleport in front of you. Your intensity and desire to purge him from this world with the flame of
Shut the
Sotar
fuck
only
up.
Increases.
God damn it.
I know what I have to do. God damn it. But I don't know if I have the strength.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. Sorry, this takes a hot second once it gets all fucked up.
Sorry, I'm having Lone in my chat and my thoughts of S2 pump the racism back into Marcus. You were saying?
Anyway, about how racist you are.
In a roleplay. Yeah, okay.
In Minecraft.
Whenever you're good.
Yeah, just give me a second. Still a little fucked up. Alright, and one more.
Marcus, no, you know Mirren can't be killed? What? That's
I'm
bullshit.
invincible.
Not by any mortal man that... Okay.
Alright. I don't remember the last thing I
So
said.
a woman has to kill him. Oh, right.
Tori. Anyway.
You said that I'm hurting.
Yes.
And then you kind of trailed off a little bit.
You remember back in Ledford how full of rage I was, how spiteful I was towards those Imperials?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna slice my throat there. Trying to help the poor lad.
I had just seen, not moments before, that pyre. Dozens of bodies of elves that I knew, of hobbits, dwarves, all burned to a crisp. All that life just snuffed out. And I thought... I blamed them all. I blamed every Imperial. As if it was their personal fault that this had happened. I was full of rage and hatred for them. But it wasn't right. Despite what I might believe, I know they are good people. There are good people on both sides. I've learned that the hard way.
Define good, if you can.
To me, a good person is someone who's willing to protect the people they care about. Someone who's willing to help others, even if they do not have the means to directly help themselves sometimes. Marcus, I know that I'm not a good person, but I want to be, and I try to be, and I try to do as much good as I can to make up for the horrible things that I've done. And I see a lot of that same hate and rage, that which I harbored so deeply. That hurt and that loneliness, the bitterness, I see it in you.
Before you go any further with this, Myrin, why would I trust a single damn word from an elf?
I know you don't mean that, Marcus.
Isn't it your thing to manipulate? To deceive? To control? My life is just a blink for you.
Marcus, do you know how I
could you
lost
possibly
my
see it?
ear?
No, I have no idea.
You can ask Tazim. He was taken back in Ledford when we all lived there. Oh, well, no, that was a different story. They all sort of get jumbled up. Apologies.
You're fine.
He was being questioned, him and Kyla and Seravith. Oh, they were being looked for. They were being blamed for something. I took the fall for them. For Arn and his family. Not because he was watching over my kin, or he was out of some grand manipulation. Because I have a genuine love for the man. He was going to ride off into the night one day. I begged him, I pleaded him to stay. Not to throw his life away. There was another way. Not because I really wanted or believed that he would succeed, but because I wanted him to live. I wanted him to have a happy life. Whatever that meant for him.
Why would you want that for him?
Because he's my friend. And Of course, I get doubts, I get fears. Even now, there are things that I don't understand that he does that concern me. They worry me. And in my paranoid mind, think, what if he turns on me? What if he's just like the others that use me and throw me to the wayside? But then I remember all the times that we fought together, that we bled together, and all the mercies he showed me. And I remember, he's my friend, and I love him. Marcus, you've shown me a lot of kindness. You've shown me that even when I was at my worst, humans, they're kind, they're forgiving. There are a lot of things, but above all else, you're my friend, Marcus. Whether you hate me or not.
You call me friend. You barely know anything about me.
I know that you, in an instant, if I was in trouble, would lift your hand to help.
I would, but that's more...
I've fought by your side many times enough to know the measure of the kind of man you are. You're noble. You're self-sacrificing. You're worried about getting close to each other, to other people, but you do it anyway. And I understand you have fears and you have doubts. And the teachings of the Imperials tell you that elves nibble away at the ears of mortal men. That drow come to seduce surface dwellers and eat their hearts, whatever it may be. But Marcus, they're just people like you.
Has she seduced you?
Let me tell you why I love Tori.
Sure.
All of my life I've been a prisoner to what I am, to who I am, to what I am beholden to. Who I'm supposed to become, who I failed to become. When I first came here, I thought Tori was like me. Her markings, her hair, her strange demeanor about her. I thought she was like me. But that couldn't be further from the truth. She's a drunk, she's loud, she works at a tannery. She's
a half-breed.
And a half-breed. But she's free. She doesn't care what people think about her. She lives her life how she wants to. She's happy to do so. And that's why I love her. Because someone like that, who can live free and be happy despite everything else going on in the world, all the horrible evils going on in the world. is someone I want to be close to. Because it's hard to be happy. It's so hard, Marcus. She never asks.
It's pretty easy to be happy. It means not knowing as much as we. This is fucking suffering. I mean, my God, she had a perfectly normal, happy life, and then you bring her into all that, and then she stayed. She must be really crazy.
I think so.
Oh my God, it fits. Maybe you do deserve each other.
I'll
Seriously, where?
take that as a compliment.
Where is this all coming from, Mirren? You've always treated me like some fucking Imperial. Some guy who's just ready to... you've suspected me ever since I came in to Castle Adwick. I know the look you gave me. It's very discerning.
I did.
And here, and now, you decide to tell me all this. How is that not seen as elven manipulation? What are you trying to get out of this?
I think you're a lot like me. You shoulder your worries. You try not to let it affect you and the people around you. You let it build up inside. And you don't talk about it with the people that care. And then it festers. I didn't notice how bad it had gotten. And I'm sorry I didn't check in sooner. And I'm sorry if I've been distant. I know we've never been the closest. But believe it or not, I view you as one of my closer comrades in arms. You've seen what I've seen. You've been through what I've been through. What I want to get out of this is you, Marcus.
Me.
I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to feel like you're against us. Like we're plotting something. Or I don't know. Because that's how I used to get.
What make you think that?
I don't know, Marcus. The fact that you told me you were just a hair width away from selling us all out to the Imperials. I know you didn't mean it. And I know what it is for what it was. A cry for help.
Mirren, I'm the furthest away from home I've ever been. Surrounded by monsters. With no one to call my own. And my whole family rejecting me. My brother's calling me traitor. Yes, I feel alone. But I think a knight is able to take stock of himself. And that's all he needs. So I could be alone and that's fine. I don't have to share with anyone. I don't have to burden anyone. It's my job to just take it on. That's why.
Until you crack and buckle. Do you think that
That's
your
why
people
I
want
told
to...
her what I did last night. I wanted to see if she would see me just like you did back down there. I wanted to see it in her eyes.
Oh,
if she would treat me just the same as you did.
Terrified her. You terrified both of them. What did you think they were going to react like?
Not like that.
You said that you would burn them, Marcus. Marcus, I don't hold any ill will for what you said. All right, I want you to know that.
That I don't. There's no way.
Marcus, why would I be here talking to you if I held that against you? I know you didn't mean it. That's why I'm
Doesn't
here.
make any sense.
It's so hard to believe that I truly care.
Yes.
Why?
For a man that I've seen, you may be rich in coin, but I see you as morally broke, Myrin. After everything I've seen so far.
Marcus, why do you think I put on this merchant facade? If people think I'm motivated...
get coin.
If people think I'm motivated by coin, then they don't know my true intentions and they can't hurt the people I care about. All this money I'm raising, all these goods I'm stockpiling, it isn't for myself. It's because I know one day we'll all have to go back east. And I want us to succeed. I don't want us to die.
You didn't say you're going on that boat. There's no way.
I'm not sure what I'll do. Whatever I do, this has to be resolved first. I have to know what it is, why it affects me. And I have to make sure it doesn't...
I don't even know what the fuck that is, and I've never asked this whole time.
Probably for the best. But I have to make sure it's not a detriment to you all.
This is why I think people scheme against me. You know that, right? I'm the last to know about anything that's going on here. How do you think that makes me feel?
I don't know, Marcus. I guess I assumed Tazim talks to you about things, maybe...
Vaguely. I'm not a fucking dullard. I'm not stupid.
I know that, Marcus.
People think, oh, you used to make soap. Oh, you build things. Probably just a big brute. Too fucking stupid to know anything.
Marcus, no one thinks that.
That's what it seems like. Don't have to say it.
I've never heard anyone remotely say anything like that, or even look it. And to tell you the truth, when goings get rough, and I feel like I could be dead tomorrow, I walk through town and I see you. Whether or not it's a forced smile, you're always there, greeting us with a happy hello, and it's meant something. to see that people, despite everything, try their hardest. And at the very least, I know you know that to be true.
Well, I'm starting to think that my kindness is being taken for weakness, unfortunately.
Weakness, Marcus. It has to be addressed. All of this. I've never tried to take advantage of you. I don't
Not
think
that I'm
anyone
aware of.
has. Would it help if I told you about my arm?
I don't know. It's just another thing hidden from me.
Not on purpose. I don't talk about it to a lot of people. Very few know. It's true, sort of, I guess, nature.
Why are you trembling when you look at that fucking thing? What is that?
Something old, something that I don't understand yet. Something that might kill me one day. Which is why I told you it has to be resolved first, before I can go on that boat. Even if I have to leave you all behind and give you everything I have built. In order to fix this, I will, and then I'll find you all on the front lines. And that's a promise.
What do you want? Person, or Mirren, whoever you are. What do you want?
I used to think I wanted knowledge. Now I just want to be happy and see the people around me be happy. Which almost seems like a more difficult task nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm trying. And I haven't given up. I don't want you to give up either, Marcus.
I don't know if this is something to be fixed, Mirren. I don't know if it can. When I see all these people, call them people, there's a reason humans have humanity. Everyone else, it feels like something's missing or something's broken. Something's not right. They're missing that core piece inside, right?
How do you...
Now, whether or not I would have actually... What?
I'm not sure how you mean. Simply because they are older living?
I don't know. Just feels like every time we deal with anything of this sort, we're bringing the problem with us. Just that's what it feels like every time. If you look at all the nations, right? They don't congratulate each other on how diverse they are. It's how similar they are to each other. That's what makes a nation work, right? It's just coiling in my head. What do the people of Hayloth, I guess, respect the most about each other?
I don't know. Their physical prowess, their ability to
Yes,
hunt.
raw strength. Yeah, the ability to triumph. That's what that's all about. What about Eshma Thalas? Have you been there?
I have.
What's one thing that's mainly similar about everyone in Eshma Thalas?
It's hard to say. There's some that value tradition, there are some that seek to rebuke the old ways. There are younger houses, there are older houses.
But they're mostly elves. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now a nation that's more diverse, maybe Gradia. But what do people have in common in Gradia here?
Not sure.
Everything's ran by coin, and evil acts such as slavery. That's a way to keep a melting pot together. Sure.
The Empire does slavery as well.
Not as much as here.
Less of an evil doesn't make it less evil.
What I'm trying to get at is, at least maybe the Empire knows the evils of the world, right? That's why they try to keep it clean.
There's no slaves in Hayloth.
Maybe they had that right.
There are no slaves in Eshma Thalas. There were no slaves in Ireland. At least not bought or sold. Other cultures will always seem foreign to you. The Empire is unfathomable to me. But I understand that there are people who live there who deserve to live. Just as there are people in Eshma Thalas, people here in Gradia, in Hayloth, in Ireland, who all deserve to live. You and I. The people we care about. Well, maybe not me, but...
What I'm trying to get at is that Imperials need to be happy too. Right? So how about we stop seeing the problem as the people, because the people are just confused, right? It's the Emperor that's a bit batshit.
I've come to believe
I get the feeling that all of you, I say all of you in a weird, vague sense, the royal you still haven't accepted the Imperium as a people, like the average person. I think you see them as the other, unfortunately, still. That's my issue. Even now, when I was talking with my lord, he called them the monsters, the ones with rifles. No, those are just innocent young lads who don't know any better.
Marcus.
That's what I'm wrestling with right now. What?
I've been speaking to Tubman, Major Tubman at the embassy, and Sergeant Sanders,
Right.
and a few others. And it's through these talks with these people that I've come to realize that the hatred for the Empire, despite the despicable things that the Inquisition does, I finally see their faces, and I don't immediately feel like I need to fight. And I don't want them to suffer. And I think Arn is hurting a lot too. The Inquisition took his family, burned them at the stake. I think that you're the one that can set him right. That can show him that even the Imperials deserve mercy.
I can't do that.
And not immediately. Over time. Who else will? In his entourage, anyway.
He doesn't even have a human heir. How do you think that's gonna look? It's not even his kid. And a half-born. Oh! I retch at the fucking thought. Myrin.
Why is it so wrong?
Because half-bones are wrong. It's something wrong. Like, that's just the way things are. Like, there's a good reason people keep the lines untainted, right? Because there's something inherently wrong with half-breeds. The whole lot of them, the whole pack. You and I are fine. It's the rest of them. That... God. Every single half-breed, I bet there's been something inherently wrong. You actually knew one of them back in Adwick, Miss Morgan. You remember her?
Yes.
One of the bandits. And then they were from Ledford. God, she turned out fucking insane.
Have you ever considered that the insanity
I thought I loved her.
Have you considered that it's not a product of what they are, but the fact that everyone sees them that way that causes this? If everyone looked at you like you were a freak, wouldn't you feel like you needed to lash back? Wouldn't you feel like you might as well prove them right? Just out of spite.
I look at someone like Torty, and I feel like, yes, probably dealt a bad hand, surely. But part of me feels like it's just innate. Myrindal. Maybe it's just always been there. Because how can you prove otherwise?
Marcus, weren't you just lecturing me that you felt like no one feels that the Imperials are people? That they're the other? Don't you feel like this is the same?
No, the way she looked at me, there was something there already. It wasn't because of me.
Before or after you threatened to burn her?
Before, actually.
Humor me. What did she do?
I was under the impression that you had told her everything, so I thought, shoot, why not? She has a key to this place. Must be pretty trusted. I tell her what I am, because I'm not ashamed. She sneered at me. The eyes were just all wrong.
Ah.
There's nothing right about that. Yeah.
I think I understand.
That tells me there's something there.
Torty had never met, really, any Imperials before she came to land. When she met here, she was fine with. She thought they were nice. And it wasn't until she met us and Tazim and learned what the Empire did to his family that she grew a fear of the Empire. I think she learned that from Tazim, from on. I know she did. She told me herself that he told her the story while they had a fight a few days ago on a boat.
I refuse to let that be the way people talk about my people.
Change starts with you then, Marcus. You are his knight, yes? Show him that they're people. Lead by example. Prove him wrong.
I'm afraid that if I try... I'm afraid that if I try, I'm gonna end up fucking hating myself. Mirren. By the things we're gonna be slightly okay with, trying to get back. Do you know a guy named Byron Gamble?
I've heard of him, yes. I used to know him. I'll be honest with you. You're tired of...
Yes, you used to know him. Was in Ledford.
Yes.
Had a real fun time with you all and then perished. Well, you probably know that there's a pretender taking on his name.
Right.
That green-shirted cunt. With false red hair, by the way. He was my friend. His name isn't Byron Gamble. His name is Claudin. And he's the one that got me out of that fucking death camp. How? By what he thought was doing good. Through terrorism. He terrified people, and he tortured Imperials to get what he wanted. That's what happened at Ellery, by the way. Well, about 2 years ago. I saw him again. Still the same man. You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of having so many good intentions and wanting to do good that I'll end up like him. Doing anything that's necessary. Innocents be damned. Fuck them. Kill them. It's all for the sake of good, right? That's what I'm concerned about. I don't want to be like that. This is why I keep myself away from you sorts, and I just keep to myself. So I don't have to hurt anyone.
Marcus.
So what I said last night...
I think that fear is precisely why you never will become that. In a bad way.
Fucking hurt her.
Hurt her?
That's why I choose to stay away from her. And I hoped that if I threatened her, she would just keep away from me. And it wouldn't have to be a problem. That's why I said it. And I think it worked. So I guess we're on the right track.
No, Marcus. You don't want to become a person that terrifies and kills. You just said so yourself.
No.
You terrified those two. Human or not, you terrified them. She was so scared. I had to weasel it out of, the Hobbit. She wouldn't even tell me what was going on. And even he was like, please don't let this get back to me. I don't want anything to happen. That's how scared they were. If you want them to see Imperials as people, then show them your humanity. Not a reflection of everything they've been told through the horror stories. That's how you win. You don't have to like them. And I know you would never really hurt them. That's not the kind of man you are.
No.
But things are so scary already. We don't need to be at each other's throats through all of this.
It's fun. They don't have to be a part of my life. They can just be a part of yours. And maybe that's enough. You can give her enough kindness for the both of us.
I'm glad we talked.
Yeah.
I know it's probably hard to trust me.
Surprised he hasn't killed you.
On.
After all this. Yeah. Let me guess, you got close?
Many times. You almost killed me.
You're just so damn good at living, aren't you?
You were there under the caves with us, yes?
Yeah.
I thought opening that thing would kill me. But I did it anyway. Because if I could at least save the people that I promised I would save 6 months ago at that very spot, I would do it. Because I told them I would come back for them.
The only reason I entertained what you told me is because you saved me from being dragged into the darkness. I don't forget that. That creature, Risa, almost took me for a goddamn fool. But you are the one with enough hindsight to look back for me.
I've lost a lot of friends because people didn't look back. I wouldn't want to lose another one.
Well, consider myself in a debt to you. Even though I've already died, so...
Oh, you're not dead.
Just playing the whole bit, yeah?
You haven't been going around saying things like that, have you?
No, but I still need to do the blood test with Venora. Apparently something might be wrong with our blood.
Maybe.
Have you gotten yours?
No, I haven't. I'm afraid.
Okay, seek out Venora and give her a vial of your blood so she can analyze it. We all have to.
I'm afraid that it might have some adverse reaction. Her magics and whatever this is are not compatible.
We have to check, man.
Perhaps we'll ask one of her more knowledgeable friends about it. Better safe than
We'll
sorry.
have to deal with this until the day we fucking die.
True. Just don't go around saying you're dead, because you're not. I know there's this whole thing with Soma, but he's different. Truly and unequivocally, he is different than all of our other conditions.
Did she tell you what happened?
I heard some strange story. He had a crossbow wound and it closed up. Something like that. Cedric told me something about it.
Yeah, I was there.
Did he really die?
All of his blood was strewn across the fucking floor. He was emptied. And then lo and behold, it just wedges itself out. And it closes on its own. This was a crossbow shot to his heart.
Alright, Soma might be dead, but the rest of us are different. From what I understand...
Oh, yeah? Someone might be dead, you think so?
Here's the thing. It talks in his mind. That never happened for us until we were in its domain. And never since.
So what was all that shit about our blood are their archways and all that other shit from the voice? What was that?
Fuck if I know. We're latent carriers, I know that much for sure. If we die, we turn into one of those things. Which is why we have to burn our bodies. Great. But...
Well, it's a good thing I didn't burn him. It was this close.
Have you spoken with Tazim about this yet? What we spoke about? Not the mushroom bits, but all the stuff before.
Yes, he had called me because of what you told him.
Just wanted to make sure. I didn't want.
It was a heated exchange that's half done, unfortunately.
I see. Would you like me to stay out of it or talk to him?
This is something I have to tell myself.
Alright. Arn's the kind of man who tends to yell at the ones he cares about.
I told him Kyla's not fit for his lineage. And what I didn't get to, which I need to tell him, I need to encourage him to find a human mate, someone to sire an actual liege, like a son. A proper one. Because God forbid he has any with... Oh! Oh my God.
That bad?
I retch at the thought. Yes! Are you kidding me?
Oh, he's so good at being racist.
Half-born Triton. Oh!
That's a little strange.
What a nightmare.
But,
yeah? Bud? Out of all of them.
It's a bit foreign to me, but, you know... I don't know. He likes to...
The rest of the lords will think he went on safari and picked up a trophy.
Alright.
It's ghastly.
That's awful.
No, this is serious.
I know. The optics is not
He'd
great.
be laughed out of the fucking halls. Like, no one would take him seriously.
You're right. I truly do believe you're right. Kyla needs a strong political marriage. And I'm sure that bridge will be crossed when it comes to it.
Oh, yes! A political marriage. Great. Anyway. I didn't have the heart... Anyway. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this... I can't shake it. It's... Oh, maybe the problem's me. Oh, fuck.
Well,
I don't know. But it's best I stay out of her affairs. Or whatever the hell.
I'll tell her we had a good, productive talk. I'll tell her and Cedric that you didn't really mean it, that you're dealing with a lot.
It's probably for the best.
I'll go find her, and get out of your hair. I'm sure you have plenty on your mind.
Sure. It's dark out, so...
Ah. Fussy? No. Ah, thank you.
I'll walk you home. Yeah.
Alright. I'm guessing Torty's probably at the tavern. You can just walk me there and then... Oh. Have that lovely talk. Actually, I do need to speak to Venora.
Go for it.
Take care, Marcus.
Good day, Marcus.
Yeah.
Or evening.
Good evening.
Hello, Venora.
How has your night been?
Hello, it's okay. You're fine right there.
I need to get something from you. Hello, Cedric.
Oh, what you need?
I need to talk to you about getting a, something made.
Oh, sure. Can we talk in your shop real quick? Because I have something I want to read to you.
Sure.
It might interest you.
Cedric, if you want, you can tag
I
along.
thought it was that bush, but it's the bush all the way. Ecosetto.
Just need to grab these things.
Dropped something in here, but yeah.
Fair enough.
I have to clear this away.
You can run.
Oh, God. Oh.
Yep.
Hello, you three.
Oh,
Just hanging out in the dark.
hello there.
Joe.
Yep, we're just
Yeah.
chilling.
Well, I had a very
What you been up to?
productive talk. If you want to hear details about it, but just doing some business with Venora really quickly.
Okay, well, we're here.
Sure.
If we can maybe have this talk not in your shop because that
Ah.
thing's there.
Right. Good idea.
Sorry.
Let's see. Do I have that fucking book yet? No, I don't. All right.
Come on, Cedric, we're gonna go to his house.
Cedric, you can go find Torty or whatever. I want to speak to you and Torty about something. This will probably... I don't know how long this will take. Do you know?
Alright. Hopefully not too long.
Great. I'll come find you and Torty when it's time.
I'll be. All right.
I think that talk helped a lot, yeah.
This is the first time I've ever got to be here.
Wonderful. Well, I do enjoy it. Yeah, we can talk in my study. It's a little nicer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I also get to show this off. Torty bought me a ship in a bottle. 11 silvers that costed her. Can you believe that?
Shows she cares.
Or she's bad with money. Or both.
Oh. Well, I mean, she is. I think she looks like a seafaring folk, so. This is not going to be fast. If you need to wait outside, wait outside. What happened to the great hunter, Lisa? They can stomach stuff. Thought you were made of tougher stuff. I'm sorry, I have to chastise her whenever a chance I get, because she's always telling me to hurry. What I wanted to ask you, because I know we've gone round and round about this issue, about your arm. And I know Arn has spoken in great lengths of how you're a lot wiser, you've learned a lot. What is it, every time I speak his name, Galdrick, what is it about him that you have so much animosity towards? Has he done something to you?
That's precisely it.
Or has he not?
He's not done a thing. I've never seen him. He's never tried to speak to me. Never tried to help me when I was in need.
Well, I can tell you I didn't see him until it was near the end of the days in Adwick, when he first appeared. And I don't know if it's just because of my disposition or something he looks for in people. I'm not sure. But if you need help, I can leave a note and see if you will arrange something. I don't know. I've never asked for him to actually, literally, physically, I need help. Please, this person needs your help. Advice, anything. Would you accept something like that, if I could? And if it falls through, then you can go about your business and try it a different way. Luxor, the Institute, Gelix, the Ancient One, whoever you prefer. I just want to at least try for you if I can. If you're open to it.
I want to make something very clear, Faye. After what we did, after all those innocent people died by our hand, I swore I would never be beheld to the will of a man like that ever again.
No. He's... Galdrick, the one difference that I've noticed is he's never asked for any favors, nothing in return. He's only given what he could or what he deemed was enough that didn't get me into too much trouble. It's the same as the Guardian. The Guardian would never give me enough, even though Mother pressed him for more information. There is one thing that the Ancient One had told me a long time ago, outside of Adwick, when y'all were gone, when everybody was gone and the grove was about to be torched, and I ran out there, and luckily the Adwick guard saved it. And that's why I don't think I understand where Arn's coming from about being beholden to someone, especially a lord and politics, but there was something that resonated with me that he said, that the Ancient One said to me. And it's the same as what Galdrick said to me. in a different perspective was, he said, when he looked at me, he said, as a conduit, you should know better. When I came back from the grove, he said, peasants, when they make a mistake, it reflects poorly on them. But when we make a mistake, he means people like us who are in this forgotten age of magic and stuff, we can kill thousands. Do you understand? I think something happened to the Ancient One way back when, that he regretted, and that's why he is the way he is now. So cold and logical and calculative. Because he found out that his emotions led him to do something that might have ended up killing a lot of people. I'm not saying he's a good man at any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying he's a lot like Goldrick, because every time, like, you held the blocks together, that overwhelming sadness and the overwhelming love at the same time of something great was lost. They've both lost something. What that is, I don't know. I just want to try every avenue for you to help you, because you don't deserve what happened to you, your arm. And if it feels to you like he's tricking you, then walk away. Then don't pay any heed to it. But he has never asked anything of me. Nothing. He has only guided my hand. That's it. And don't get angry with him if he does decide to meet with you. If he doesn't give you enough information right away, because usually there's a good reason for it. It's like, I put it to Ken like me. Compared to me, I'm only 40 years old. I'm just a baby to him. And he knows if he hands a baby a torch, they'll burn themselves. I think that's why he's so cautious. He likes to watch people, judge their characters. And I'm not saying you're not a bad man. You never have been. We just make choices, and sometimes they're wrong, and we live with them. And we try to be a better person as we get older, as he said. But there was something that he said, so I left that schematic you gave me of the drawing from the Ancient One's bill, and I wrote down, about Elysium keeps coming up, that I want to know more about Elysium, mostly because we need to know what we're facing against.
You got that copy paste from the Robber Baron's notes about Elysium and Bloodlines?
Because I interpreted, after looking at, going back and reviewing all your old notes and everything of the past, about the Order, and about also how the Guardian told me, the Guardian of the Wood told me, that the Order was the first ones that ever approached them, that they taught them how to use magic, and that they were responsible for a lot of good that happened, a lot of refinements of the age of magic. But somewhere down the line, Elysium, I don't think no good can come from it. Not from Elysium anyways, and I'll tell you why when I read this to you.
Oh yeah, I do have that document. I'll pull that up.
So I asked him, I said, so I asked him in the note, why does Elysium keep continuing to come up time and time again? Because something is wrong, Goldrick. It seems survivors of this ancient city or country that no longer exists seems to be big players of some type of world-changing game that is being played by people of great wealth, knowledge, and power that are seeking something. Does this artifact have anything to do with Elysium, or what is or was Elysium? It starts off getting scribbly, and then it starts writing it wrote in Elven. It was, and with it, destruction. Elysium was always an attempt at mortals wanting to grasp at what they considered immortal. Magic, even then, was still a phenomenon. and most wished to understand it, use it, harnessed it.
Shit, she died. That's not great. That's not good for us, chat. That's not very... This is not Poggers.
Venora seems lost in thought, deciphering the document. You can see that she's focusing very hard, trying to even keep herself just intact, it seems, in your presence, Myrin. You can feel that she's repellent against you and your presence.
While she gathers her thoughts, I'll get the door. Hello? Oh.
Over here.
You need something? I'm talking to Venora.
I have a feeling I know what this is about, and I would like to in.
Sure, come on in. Careful of going up those stairs. I'm not sure they're quite load-bearing for your stature.
Not that fat.
Venora's collecting her thoughts. She'll be back with us in a moment. In the meantime, I'm going to go down here and just really quickly mess with some books. Be right back. I'm so thirsty, chat. I'm gonna be right back. Ah! Oh my god, my hair is completely stuck.
As you enter, the floorboards do creak a little bit, and your mind goes back to earlier in the day, frustratingly, on the dockside. You resolve that sooner or later, maybe if you're really motivated, you'll replace all the boards in town with something that's load-bearing, just to spite everyone around you, if more than anything else.
I'm gonna kill gravity.
Saying you consider that as a warforged, you're capable of a great many things that other people are not. While you wonder that you can't improve through just running around in circles like a human can, you can build yourself into something more. Perhaps something capable of defeating abstract concepts like time, space, and God.
Son of a bitch.
You grasp out into the air.
Well, don't look at me like that.
The look is knowing, as if she already knows what's going on.
Chat, I feel really good
She doesn't
lately.
need to ask.
Like in the last day.
In fact, it's been a while since
I'm like
you've
out of my
been
fucking funk.
But you know that
Feels
inside
good.
that head, there's a great many thoughts that usually go on, just like your own.
I quit that I quit that part-time job I picked up because I realized I have a career. Not streaming. Streaming is going to remain my hobby, but the videography stuff, I realized I can drum up a lot of deposition business to the day-to-day. I don't necessarily have to go to a bunch of trials.
Thinking about saying you consider the weight that she must bear, not only just having to guard someone on a routine basis, but
Yeah, gamers.
and the prowl all the time as some kind of inhuman abomination.
Sorry about that. Windows decided to restart my computer automatically. I love that.
Nice.
Yeah.
It scheduled your update whether you wanted it or not.
You were saying
Fuck
about
your schedule.
Okay.
Elysium.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, as I was saying. Okay. Okay. So, still phenomenon. Most wished to understand it, used it, harnessed it. Elysium was a center point of study, of learning, of indulgence. Many wished only for more knowledge, more ability. Though Elysium was never as innocent as it wished to be, it was built upon the backs of others, built upon the loss of others, built upon fallacy. While its intentions might have been rooted in personal belief, its foundations were soaked with blood. Over its
like America.
time, it collected incredible power and incredible wealth and knowledge. With its destruction, while valuable insight was lost, it was necessary. The destruction caused by its meddling in the lives of those perceived as less was reprehensible. But even now, so long later, it is all sought after once more, and the Order's work must continue, lest
This
the
is really
same
interesting.
mistakes are made.
She got the flip side of what I got.
See, that's what's very peculiar.
Um,
The Order.
yes, curious. I recently came across some notes from another book. The Robber Baron, actually, he's a collector of magical things. He used to be a mercenary that would go to Murgatroyd and Morgarath. He knows of Archways, he knows of Elysium. He had this excerpt from this book, and he let me copy this. It starts off as, "Was grand as can be. It was the pinnacle of understanding and learning, where all who craved knowledge and craved control over the obscura could be educated, learn, and perhaps even serve those who came next. The belief of Elysium was with its influence and ability. On its own, it was the most important symbol in Auzera. It is here elves and dwarves crafted and created magic from nothing, defying and establishing properties of wild magic, and refined their craft for their own peoples to indulge. Not even in its twilight years, unknown even to those who made up the accursed order, would defile nor destroy what was so lovingly crafted and mastered. It is with cunning and wit, with education and insight, that the many peoples of Elysium were able to destroy a majority of the order and its self-serving ideals before Elysium's end from within. With its loss and the growing miasma from its center, all attempts to recover what was lost is best left at an end. It is up to those who survived her, to those bloodlines that crafted her, to keep such secrets and knowledge alive until they can be properly harnessed once more." It would appear that these notes are, I'm guessing, from someone within Elysium.
So it's like two different perspectives where they saw themselves as the right, the Order saw themselves in the right.
Right, yes. Like the Empire and Ireland.
So it's like history repeating itself over and over and over again.
Gods.
So now the question remains, which side is
Actually,
right?
Wayne, that's helpful because I forget all this shit all the
Because
fucking
the way
time.
Goldrick had always
I appreciate
worded
you
when we
wanting
came
to be
into
careful.
Gradia, that one thing where he stepped in front of me before he disappeared for 2 years, was he said everything we saw before us was built by people who thought they were doing the right thing. Many lives were lost, many lives were saved. You know, and it just...
Everyone thinks they're doing the
So
right
the
thing.
Order-
No one thinks they're the bad guy.
Yeah.
So Elysium created. That's the thing, though. If the elves and dwarves of Elysium are the ones that created wild magic, and then refined it, what was the Order doing?
Well,
Nobody created wild magic.
and wild magic always is. It just is. No
Well-
one created it because the way the Guardian put it to me back in the past, Vezran, was that the Guardians were
I
approached by
misread
the
this.
Order.
Let me reread this.
Oh, okay.
It is here that elves and dwarves crafted and created magic from nothing, defying the established properties of wild magic. So,
Oh, defying it.
yes, so the Elysium, they must have been creating a lot of these refined magics, like the tablets and these trinkets, the strange
And
ones
the-
we find.
And the Order.
Wanted to destroy it?
And the Order viewed it as defiling the
Wait.
so-called order of the world, I would think.
And
You think?
when I created that thing, it wasn't like Awen actually said he felt it. It wasn't like I had created this hooded creature. It was like it was summoned there. And this hooded creature, it looks exactly like those statues that were guarding or protecting or the thing below Ledford. And did I accidentally attract one of whatever's left over of the Order? Are they trying to destroy it?
I'm wondering if that item came from Morgorath, and Morgorath where Elysium was, and once Elysium was destroyed, that's the...
I took the amethyst and I channeled the energy like you taught me, like you said you said I should, and it worked. But then immediately these blackened voids started appearing. This hooded figure started to loom over me. It wanted it.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Vezran. I'm thinking it's almost like I'm talking about the older stone that carved that into your arm that you looked at, the original one. What I'm thinking about
The one that's most likely in Corano.
Yeah, basically what I think it etched into you was a piece of it, like the memories that was in that stone, like the lingering voids of the past, maybe. This is me being hypothetical, of course. But it's manifesting into real, like manifesting itself.
I'm so sorry.
The malice,
my brain completely blanked. Can you repeat what you said?
Oh.
Fucking ADD.
What it makes me think is the original stone that etched those markings into you. It was almost like it was recording itself into your body, almost as like a shard of the memories that was left behind, and it's manifesting itself. That yes, it's wanting that stone. It's wanting what that it created originally, the refined magic. It might be the original people of Elysium. It just it's like you're looking through a window of the past, but it's so tainted and so dark from maybe thinking that they were in the right and they were. It's like how would you put it? Akin to like a soul that never got to finish what it started.
Right.
And that it
It's
just
a solidified version of the energy that destroyed them.
Well,
it could be so many things. I mean,
this hooded figure that I think is from the Order, I felt it. It was looking, I couldn't see its face, but it was looking at me with, I felt incredible disdain. I think it wanted to destroy what I made. That's why I think
the moment I get a chance,
it's from the Order.
I want to write that letter. You got more better questions to ask than I ever could.
Right.
Depending on if he could ever.
All right.
Whatever he's willing to answer. Obviously, what I've learned over time from Goldrick is he's definitely from the Order side of things, because Remember in his notes, he was continually trying to search for the order, the remnants of the order. But also, when I touch those objects, all those objects are akin to us, of the wood folk. Wild magic. That's why I think he was on the side of keeping everything natural and not trying to defile it.
I see.
But learn from it. Whereas
Then he's...
the Order probably viewed Elysium, who they refined it, and of course to maybe the wood folk and stuff like that, looked as the defier. Because even Mother said in her current images of her mind, of her past, the fragments, the little pinpricks that the Ancient One did to her, he saw her destroy an entire country, and she was satisfied in doing so because she felt fury, rage for what she was about to do, that somebody crossed her and like nobody ever crossed her before, and she literally almost destroyed a continent, sunk it into the earth.
Faye, you realize that if this is true, and he's on the side of the Order, ones who want to keep wild magic and destroy all things refined, then that makes him my natural enemy. Simply by association with this.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to jump the gun, because even him on his body, I can see stuff that he had that is refined. I'm wondering to what extent of refinement is bad and what extent of refinement is good. That's what I need to discern. Because even at a time, it sounds like for a time, Elysium at the very beginning, on the foundations that it was signifying for, wasn't a bad thing, but then it turned ugly, it sounds like. That they started, just like greed of Gradia of coin. They wanted more and more and more.
Fine.
And they were willing to do anything to get it.
Then this is what I want.
But
if he's truly as benevolent as you say, and he agrees to answer my questions without any expectation of favor, then ask him about my arm. Ask him how I can keep it from killing me, how I can keep it from killing the people around me.
I'll ask him those questions, but on top of that, for my own curiosity, I'll say, even though I'm asking these questions in a letter, I would like you to convey them yourself to him. I want him to look at you. He's never once tried to kill anyone or do anything. No trickery, no nothing. The only things he's ever given us was those blocks. And using it as a beacon to find other places he's traveled and delved in. But also, I don't know if he's a part of the Order, though, because in his notes, some of his notes was he was trying to find if any of the Order still exists. It sounds like he might have came after the Order and is just trying to maybe learn. I don't know how old he is. It's really hard because all we've been able to do is find these scraps here and there.
Fine. I'll talk to him if he's deigns to meet.
The one thing, though, Leslie, that I've learned of all this stuff is that no matter what, whether it's of the Order or Elysium, we just gotta be careful with what we mess with until we know fully extent of what things can do and what they're capable of.
Then there's another question I want you to ask. I want you to ask him if this thing is even capable of doing good. I need a lead. If he can't help me, then I have to turn to other sources, Gilix, Fulgurith, the Institute.
I know. I'm not telling you that. I wanted to ask your permission before I, left a message like that, Tam.
I appreciate it.
Because I don't want... I never want to make you do or put you in a situation that I have not talked to you about first. It's not right. You've already been down that path a lot, and everybody else has as well.
Jensen's girlfriend. That's right. I do appreciate when people bring up stuff and say, "Hey, maybe you should say this." I won't say it if I don't think it's pertinent. But there are times I legitimately forget.
Learn.
So sometimes I'll see it and be like, I might be annoyed. Other times I'll be like thankful.
Nobody knows good if it's just left to one person in a dusty book.
It's just a crapshoot. Right.
And whereas maybe someday if we do go our separate ways, we all are our own person. We all view the world different. Maybe you'll uncover something where I cannot. Is it okay if I, here. I'm gonna write down.
There's a lot.
What he said on there.
Yes, write that down. There's also these gems. The orcs, they have gems, purple, red, and white, and they were all separated into bins or something.
Even more than already brought them by you, didn't he?
He did, and I have yet to hear by. Oh, I see. I've yet to been able to see if I can identify them.
I left it with him because Lisa didn't want them around me.
Right.
It's like they're just gemstones, so I'm going to let y'all discern what they are, or if they can be even of quality, because the gemstones we use for stuff about infusing mana into it has to be very pristine, and they're usually very costly. I don't know how good these gemstones are.
I'll find out.
But it's very strange.
There's one thing I need to tell you before we pack this up. Jensen. He's...
Yes.
I don't think he's dead.
Oh, you don't think he's...
I heard, from a reliable source, apparently there was a Sordilla mercenary that was going to be executed, but then he said something, held something up off of his neck, and then the royal guard held his sword, stopped himself, and then they all went inside.
So he still might have a chance of being alive.
I think he is alive. But what that means, I don't know. Why would they stay their blade for him?
A royal guard? Beats me. I mean...
Give me your D20, chat.
I mean... Godfrey's the one that trained them, so it ought to have been something militarily significant that he showed them. That's all I can think of.
Godfrey wouldn't care about him. He's killing deserters. Wait. There was that time he... disappeared for a while. Back in Adwick. I think he said he went up to the keep.
Aye.
That's pretty far-fetched. But...
let me ask you a
maybe
question.
he's in the Royal Guard. And I never knew.
Question I have is... I know this might be far-fetched, but what if Godfrey and the Ancient One put all this on display as a show that they didn't like each other, but behind closed doors it wasn't like that?
Doubtful.
Is that a possibility?
It's possible, but I don't think it's the likely option. That said, it seems... It could be a front, but the way it seems, at least on the surface, is... Borgwith has lost a lot of power in Ireland. But... the demeanor he had... In a vain attempt to try and save Jensen's life, I whispered to the... Royal Guardsman that this was an operation here run by Fulgrith, and he was ruining the entire thing. And then he rooted up Jensen anyway out of my cellar, but he didn't take us all in to try and have us tried for harboring a prisoner. And he said, "Consider this a courtesy." And for what it matters, I don't think that the Lord Commander will care, and left. So I think there's still some amicable relations between Godfrey and Forgrith in Ireland. They can't maybe move against each other openly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they are still on the same side, it seems.
Well, they still have whatever's left of the rat men over there to deal with.
Right.
But also, did you even think about the one thing that concerns me, Bezran, is the elves going over there. I know what they're going for. They're going for Bedaria. It must be Bedaria.
Maybe, you're right.
The archway's still there.
Tazim said something
Because if
strange.
they're trying to get...
He said the Empire could have attacked Eshma Thalas at any time if they wanted to, but he said, what if they can't attack it? What if they're just trying to contain whatever's in Eshma Thalas?
That's what I'm worried about. I'm thinking that's why they're sending out the elves to these places, trying to contain or take over these archways that are outside their borders so they have access to leave at a moment's notice.
Right.
I don't know what for. And I'm worried these whispers that you said that you've heard, these echoes, if they're speaking in Elven, how much involved is Ishma with Elysium? How embedded are they with
Do you want my
that
theory?
foreign country or I'm open to anything at this point.
I think King Iondar is one of the survivors of Elysium.
Well, it definitely would speak of it being very old, as Goldrick speaks of Elysium is very, very old.
We should get out of here. Still have some things I needed to take care of tonight. But this is a lot to think about and a lot of good progress.
I think so too. Because I want to do everything I can, any avenues I can explore to help you. I'm trying to get that thing off your arm, or get it to where you can at least contain it and study it properly.
That's the hope.
Because if you're able to contain it and study it properly, then you can learn what caused it and learn it from ever happening again to other people. Or even stop the order or whoever is doing this thing's putting these stones in these places, causing this malice to happen and people getting affected. Maybe you'll be able to actually stop them from doing it.
Another thing to ask, actually. Why, maybe we can verify it. Why was it attracted to this stone? What have I created? This amethyst. If I can know what I've created, then that could lead us to something. Are you coming? Oh, there you are.
Oh, yeah, she's getting infected. Alright.
Get out of here. Hurry.
Thank you.
These bright fucking lights. I wonder who that could be.
It's me.
The world could be the brightest light in Norris.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
hi.
Space.
Do we just have like the best timing ever?
Yes, you do,
We were just
actually.
coming to bother you.
Perfect.
Well, like, it's been a while. Now it's now we come. Wolf, for now, are you all right? Right.
They're drunk.
She heard us well.
Right. So, Torty, Severick,
Partying without us? How dare you?
I need to have a quick talk with them, and then we'll be back out. This one will be quick.
All right. I'll see you, Drudge.
Yeah.
Right?
So, it's been resolved. Jazim had a talk with him. I had a talk with him. He did not really mean it. He's under a lot of stress, and I think he's cracked, but we had a heart-to-heart. He feels bad about what he did. He is struggling with a lot of things that the Empire taught him when he was a boy. He said he's going to stay away. And I've fought side by side with this man. I've saved his life, he's saved mine. He has integrity, despite what he said.
And you didn't bring up, like, either of us, right?
You both will be fine.
I know you probably brought us up, but, like, we'll be fine.
You both will be fine. I promise.
Okay. I hate being a snake.
Okay.
I don't like it.
If you believe him, then okay.
He owes a lot to Tazim, and Tazim owes a lot to him. They'll do good to keep each other in check.
I have one question. Is it safe for me to sleep there?
I didn't know you slept there.
I sleep underneath the table in Tazim's house.
I'm sure you're fine.
No, I'm not going to, be pulled out and smashed with his hammer, right?
No.
It would be very easy for him to do.
He's not a man of violence. Right. He told me that he said that thing because he saw the way that you reacted when he said that he was an Imperial. I realized what was going on. I realized that was probably just after Tazim had told you about his family and everything. And we cleared the air. He was lashing out. He feels like he's miles away from anyone that really cares about him. He's hurting. Doesn't make what he did all right. I'm sure he'll get his just punishments on that regard, but you do have nothing to worry about.
All right.
Hopefully.
I
Hopefully it's
believe you.
only that.
I promise.
Alright.
Just give him space, steer clear. Live your lives, let him live his. Bygones be bygones.
Okay. It's kind of really hard after everything everyone has told me about Imperials being like the worst people on the planet.
It's
and
not
then you're like, oh, but this one, he's trying.
It's not Imperials that are the problem. It's the Inquisition and the Emperor. They fill the heads of the young with propaganda about half-breeds and elves and drow and dwarves.
Inquisition?
Yes. It's sort of a special arm of the government of the Empire. Specifically, they hunt heretics and non-humans. And so the rank-and-file soldiers are filled with... Fucking Christ. The rank-and-file soldiers, they get their heads filled with these fantasies that the Empire cooks up. But they're just people. I learned that the hard way through a lot of bloodshed and pain.
Gee.
All right. Still don't trust him, but if you do, then I won't have problem.
You don't have to trust him. He doesn't expect you to, and I don't expect that he expects... I don't expect that you think that he trusts you. He's got a lot of deeply ingrained hatreds, I suppose.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
As much as I just wanted to
I trust him.
say, you son of a bitch, how dare you, and punch him in the face. I've been there. And I know what it's like to be consumed with hatred, and the only thing that gets you out of that kind of thing is someone who really cares. So I tried to be that for him. But, anyway, we should get back outside because I said this would be short.
Right. Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Of course.
That is definitely a way better outcome than anything I was thinking of, asking Tazim about. That's for sure. I feel like that would only have gone bad. Like, no winning cards there.
Alright.
Yes, we'll see how it works out between Tazim and Marcus. But I think they'll get through this rough patch. I hope. Anyway.
He did seem fine afterwards, right?
Oh, yes,
I know before you guys talked, he was hitting that tree with that axe rather hard.
He calmed it down a lot. First of all, he thought, oh, why should I trust what you're saying? You're just an elf, you're trying to manipulate me, and then he started to realize and remember the things that we've been through together. I pulled him away from it, that thing that hunts us in the night. I was the only one to go back for him. Remembers that. It was a good talk.
Okay, I trust you.
Doesn't really
As
sound
long as you,
Doesn't that sound like
I trust you. I still don't trust him. I trust that he's wearing a facade again, and he's going to be cheerful, and he's going to threaten me, and next time he's alone with me. So, I'm not going to be alone with him.
That's kind of why I'm worried, because the whole I sleep there, it would be very easy for him to, drag me out.
Well, okay. If he does something, you can scream, or there's going to be a bloody mess, and then he has to explain that to Tazim.
Yeah. That doesn't really reassure me. The whole I don't want to be the bloody mess.
I don't think he's that stupid if he's trying to make good with Tazim.
We broke down the walls. We talked person to person. Did not mean what he said. Just wanted to drive the two of you away because he feels like he's stuck. He's lashing out. He doesn't know what to do.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't threaten to burn people, so that's a weird coping mechanism. I'll just say that.
People hurt in a lot of different ways. I've done a lot worse than just threaten someone. As much as I regret it.
Okay.
Anyway, get out of my house. Go, go, go. Get out.
Okay.
Still here? Or is it just you and me?
That's us. I assume you need to get the light.
Oh, it's fine. I'm actually gotten pretty good at seeing the dark.
Oh, here's this one. Hold on.
I don't need it, Tulsi.
Adium.
I don't need it. And if you're thinking I can reach it, well, that's a different story.
Yeah. Here, you go ahead and try. You're obviously so much taller and limber than I am.
Book tonight?
Squint at me, motherfucker.
Yeah, Michael
I can see it.
Oh, sick.
Anyways, I can see well enough in the night. I've only been in dark places most of my life, so...
I fucking hate standing in the dark because I always hit something with my knee.
I occasionally I do face palm into something, but you know that's just because
I can guide you. Where do
you?
you want to go? Where do you? Oh, hey, there's Dredge and Tang over here.
Are you sure it's Tang
over
this time?
Here. Yes, I'm sure it's Tang this time.
Oh, good.
He's not squatting, but I'm sure. Yeah. Tang, prove it to you. Squat. Wait, that doesn't work anymore because the other guy also squat. Yeah, squat.
He squatted just like you.
Is there others than Tang?
Apparently. Unless I hallucinated it all. Oh, it's Basil, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's Basil.
Jade on top.
And someone else in the dark.
Yeah.
Who's Jade?
I don't think that. Oh,
Wait, what the fuck?
Jade at the night.
there's
Jade of
Jade.
the night.
Oh,
Yeah, they are.
I saw them. There they are. There's Jade. Oh my god, I didn't see them.
Is she a performer or something?
No.
Yeah.
You know how
Checked it
the
at night.
invader of Nodis? Yeah,
Um,
another vigilante.
Hi, Basil.
Except better than the home invader of Nodis.
Hello, Basil.
Hello, Miss Basil.
She actually does what she's supposed to do.
Huh. I see. Which is to illegally enforce the law?
Pretty much.
I mean,
Doing a
Basil,
better
do you
job
want...
than the guards is what I understand.
Within gray
Listen,
areas.
do you want
enforce the
more
law.
I would
guards?
be very careful about saying that
I
aloud,
mean,
please.
the
I don't
guards
see
are
any
doing.
guards around here.
The
Still.
guards
Also,
are doing
it's
a good
better
enough
safe than sorry.
job.
The guards have
Also,
been doing a
they're
good enough
doing-
it's not
job.
illegal.
I love how
Good
adequate the
enough
guards
job. They
are.
don't need more guards.
They're so adequate.
Yes.
Also, it's not
There'll be
illegal.
no beating.
I saw them working with the guards.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh,
nice.
wonderful. Well, we're still in the dark.
Do
Well,
you want to
sucks
be
to
near
suck.
a light? We can walk towards the light. Come on.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You poor,
Listen, are you the
poor.
only one in the
Practicing with
group
Dredge
who...
to navigate without my lantern in my.
Just walked straight
think
through
I just
Dredge, I
ran
think.
over
Yeah,
something.
you just,
No,
yeah, you just
like,
bounced right off
Dredge
me.
is pillowy
Yes.
chest.
It's so surprisingly soft yet supple.
Not a word I would
I
use
know
to
it's
describe
Reggie's
myself
because
ever.
all light disappeared. And I know not to avoid being crushed.
Actually, I need to take a hot second just to look at my arms really quickly.
All right, all right.
Also known as put entire
going
body
to-
into wall.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Also,
more convenient just to do that.
we're going to be Are we going to be doing any whack fuck tonight? Any sparring?
I'm so
what?
tired and my arm. No, I can't. My
Ah,
arm.
black
is fucked.
fuck.
No?
Nah.
Alright.
Not in this reality. And another reality, I don't want to
blushes.
stress out my arm.
Understood.
There we are.
And
Black fuck is a little different than what you think. It's where you whack someone and they go fuck.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's like what
Yeah, I
me
was
and
not
Sophie-
thinking
Get
that.
your mind out of the gutter.
we work at the bathhouse.
That's kind of our thing.
Yeah, who do you think?
Yeah.
Who do you think taught me that word about the thing about Gulby?
I'm going to
The other hobbit. Listen, I heard there was another hobbit in town. I asked what their name was.
Oh, I hear horses. Oh,
Oh.
another food.
Last thing we need is that horse to trip.
Ooh,
That's where you get out of the road here.
mm,
Oh, never mind. They're going that way.
We are.
I'll make sure my shop's alright. I'll be right back.
Do you need a light?
Are you sure?
I'll be
I
fine.
can come with. I'll come with.
Well, not all, you're going to bring the whole crowd. Just go. Just keep the other ones at bay.
Not that. Oh my god.
Severick, stay. No, you're not.
Looking for something, sir? We got Bergamasco's ledger, dude.
Where do you go? Yes?
I'm in here.
Can I come in?
Sure.
Can I come in too, Veteran?
You know what? It doesn't hurt. This won't hurt. He can't read, right?
Actually,
No, he knows how to read.
Then you have to stay out.
I don't know how to write. I do know how to read. Okay.
Bye-bye. Right.
It's the one thing I do
I'm
know
gonna
how to
snoop
do.
grudge. So, yeah.
Alright, just remember what I told you about. Not your problem.
Yep. Do you need a light?
There's plenty of light coming in.
Is there? Oh, okay.
Give me a moment. DM, is this an overnight kind of read?
I'm coming.
I understand that, but will you be coming over here?
I'm on my way.
I tried to make a joke and I fucked it up. It's Bergamasco's ledger.
Oh?
Remember that whole thing?
Holy shit.
Paid, present.
What'd you say?
I said overworked and underpaid, present.
I need you to take on this unpaid internship for me.
Sure, buddy.
Excellent.
Whatever you need.
Awesome.
Is that everything? Can I go now?
I'm just looking. I'm looking over Bergamasco's notes for what we've talked about. Finding out who has been shipping in large quantities of needed goods when the things get really dire.
Okay. Rolling.
No, it's a roll. +2 scribe.
With a 6 + 2. You're looking through the information that's here. You can see that there are plenty of imports and exports. Without a doubt, there are gaps here and there, and as you scrutinize them, it doesn't look like anything out of place. Not to your eyes, anyway. It seems that, like anything else, as you assume pressure was applied from external forces, probably robber barons, something of the sort, it looked like the Merchants Guild tried to make up for it. There doesn't seem to be anything outstanding, at least in what you've seen so far.
Will I be able to...
But there's still plenty of the book left.
Awesome. I'll have to read more of this overnight. Nothing I can get at a cursory glance.
As you go to close the book, one thing catches your eye just as you're about to slam it shut. For curiosity's sake, you open the page back up, and you look a little closer. Your eyes start to flit through the page, you see signatures of different merchants, so on and so forth. However, with a 17, there's something that catches your eye. A few months ago, you see that there was a severe lack of any sort of iron. Now, there's been a lack of iron that you've known since you've come here. It's been pretty bad because the mines have never been under our control. However, this was for the guards. Their equipment was pretty busted up, and they needed new weapons and needed new armor. And you see even now, some of the guards' equipment isn't up to par at all whatsoever. However, you see that this has had an expedited signature that isn't one that you recognize. It's certainly not a military one. There is no rank, nothing. There's a name. The name is not one that you've recognized from being in the Merchants Guild thus far. You've met some of the people there and those who run it, but I obviously don't know all the patrons. But the name, Fulgost as the first name, Sevenar as the last name. It doesn't sound neither common nor elvish. It certainly doesn't sound dwarvish. It looks like gibberish. The name doesn't really have any real connotation to it. And you think about it for a little bit, and you remember something that Kyler said to you way back when he was talking about where he came from. The kind of crime that he was involved in, the kind of dirty people that he knew. And you remember him talking to you about how they all had names for each other. They all went out of their way to make sure they didn't give out any real information, so anyone that knew who they were couldn't track their work back to their private lives. Is this a moniker? You look at the false name, which is odd considering it's associated with a shipment that's definitely for the garrison. You start flicking forward with this new information, going through the different passages you already read, and there the name is again. This time during your tenure here, almost exactly a year and a half ago. You remember when you had first arrived, there wasn't a hell of a lot of food because of the influx of refugees, and the Gradians that lived here came first. But you see the reasoning given was that there was some sort of collection. The granary at the castle was being stockpiled and filled for just-in-case purposes, things you know that nobles do, even elves do this. But right after that was done and the harvest was hard and people were hungry and the influx of refugees came in, you can see that there are a segment of shipments that were canceled by other merchants. Some names that you think you've recognized, at least in the Merchants Guild. They were all canceled in bringing in any store of edible goods, but that one name that you suspect is a moniker brought in almost as much as they all wanted combined in one order. You see this repeated with several different type of materials as time goes on, when it looks like other orders were canceled when it came for wood, came for stone, came for iron, all sorts of necessary materials that you would just suspect is for the rebuilding of the town. But they're not here, obviously. Everything's in disrepair. But this moniker just keeps showing up where other merchants seem to be canceling or being shut down, perhaps. Or their orders being turned down and them not being told. Your mind races, wondering what the reasoning is, but every time that moniker shows up, they dominate the trade space.
What on earth? Something. I think this goes a lot deeper than we thought.
As you flick through it, now that you know what you're looking for, you see it all over Bergomasco's ledger. In fact, you'll see footnotes from Bergomasco where he is frustrated that he's losing business. He's dealing with this one individual that he doesn't even know how to contact. There's footnotes here and there by those who maintained the ledgers after Burrow Masco handed it off, considering it beneath himself, citing that this person would demand these deliveries as soon as possible and pay extra to get them arrived on time. What happened afterwards, they don't know, but there's one thing that you note is it always arrived in Naudis's port. Never in Palermo, never in Cassetto. It always came to Naudis.
Must be going somewhere. Who's got a lot of money? And no good explanation for having it. I can only think of Kovas, but that doesn't... Dean, what was the name again?
As you read this once more,
Go ahead.
Say again?
Go ahead.
As Folgas Seminar?
Yes. As you look at the name and you say this out loud about Kovas, you pause for 1 second because you remember something that Kyler told you not 2 days ago. That one of the guards admitted to him that the Capitano has more money than some nobles here combined.
I see.
Someone has absolutely been dominating the trade space. It doesn't happen all the time, but it definitely seems to be in a time of need when multiple merchants are reaching out for individual needs. Some of the annotations with these declarations needed inside of Burgo Masker's ledger shows that, for instance, need food, and there'll be a little note underneath saying that either the harvest was bad or there was a wave of refugees, whatever it may be. There's a reason for it. Usually these explanations are given as to why they should be expedited, and of course, because business is business, Burgo Masco chose how much he would cash in on making them expedite, how desperate they were.
Wait, Bergamasco wasn't his inside man.
Looking at that, you'd say, no, you are correct. He wasn't. He was just a little greedy here and there. It was nothing compared to the numbers of the individual that seems to be going under this moniker.
So either the Capitano...
For all those merchants,
or...
to cancel those orders... At the same time, people who don't know each other? Either they were told that their goods disappeared, never made it, or they were given a bullshit reason to cancel. You don't know.
So many merchants I talked to said their orders were going missing.
Something pops in the back of your head, Myrindal. You've dealt with a lot of shady people, and you've survived a lot of shady shit. You've learned that keeping your head down has been the most important thing. When you have too much of something, it turns people's heads. If the Capitano really does have that much silver, there's no way he can have it in silver. Someone would notice. He would have to liquidate it. He has to have it somewhere, but not as silver. Or so you suspect.
You're doing a lot of humming.
That is all you will discover in this ledger.
Key takeaways, I think. Capitano has a He might have a warehouse, or he might have someone storing goods for him, or something. Some way he has plenty of money, but not in liquid capital, and merchants been canceling batch orders in huge amounts. Unrelated merchants all canceling at the same time. And then everything being ordered under one person. This is the name I've been saying. I have to copy all this down. Right.
Okay.
Strange. Anyway.
So wait, you said Capitano has a lot of money and all that?
Yes. He's been part of this, this sort of ring of, I don't know what you would call it, I guess smuggling of some sort. Basically, when things get really dire, he tells his contact in the Merchants Guild and they buy up all the stuff and they bring it in when things get really bad, and he makes sure that it gets really bad by not allowing other merchants to do deals. So he makes it go missing. He and his guards probably go make things go missing. And then it all shows up as a batch shipment.
Wouldn't be hard. Yeah.
Shit. Well, we've learned a lot. This will be useful for Sharik.
Good.
I need to put this book somewhere safe.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking let my door open to animals. Please don't be the viper. Please no viper, please no viper. Good. That trusty loose floorboard. Fuck me.
Evening.
Evening. It's so late, we gotta wait till next time. Oh, my head is swimming now.
Oh boy.
Anyone else awake?
Basil was, bunch of Imperials were.
Oh, I saw them.
Just past them.
They're in the light.
Oh, there's a Jade running around. Don't know about anyone else. I think George might have called it.
I see. This is a good episode. We learned a lot. Holy shit. I need to get my mind off of this before I go to bed.
Okay. What would you like to do? or find or whatever. What you want?
Not sure.
You're holding your sword.
The money of your life. Anyway, swear now, yes.
You can just ask. I told you. You just need to ask. I'll be your sugar mommy.
It's better when it's stolen.
You can't just say that, Buzz.
Well, fine. Well, I don't know if you were interested in, maybe checking out the bathhouse again. The oils did seem very nice.
Yeah? You're interested in going to the bathhouse, you say?
Is that so?
Well, no, this is just...
It's almost perfect timing for all of this, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you want to,
we can.
I just, yeah, sounds good.
Are you trying for that top room? Just the two of you? Alone with all those
That would be nice,
lotions and
actually.
It would be
soaps?
nice to get away from
Adore
the,
that block.
All the stuff.
get away
The
from my
cramped
noisy
room
apartment.
with all the books.
Yes.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, I could always join you and make it more fun, no?
Okay, but I want first dibs is the problem here. So, yeah.
I'm kidding, I know.
I'm dying, dude.
Lily, would you be a dear and walk them over to the bathhouse and get that room ready for them?
I will.
Thank you, dear. Follow Miss Lily. She'll get that room all nice and set up for you both.
Perfect.
Towels under one
Good
thing.
night, dear.
And do not lift the mattress. That is very special things for me. And don't break the bed
I know.
either.
No,
This
I'm
is a
very
courtesy
curious.
to allow you up there without the girl. Just know that.
All right.
If you're
I know,
curious,
dear.
you'll find something, and it's going to make me very upset if I find out it's been moved.
All right, all right.
Okay. Miss Lily awaits you two.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Enjoy yourselves.
Actually, would you like to lead us? Because you can see.
Oh.
Tori's like got 60 silver. It's crazy.
Go ahead, you three. Have a wonderful night.
It's so funny. I'm sorry. I find it the funniest shit ever.
What?
I'm the only one that can fucking see all of the time. It's so fun. It's so fun. This
You'll
way.
rue the day. One day I'll be able to see in the dark and
I
you'll
can-
be out of luck.
One day, I'm sure.
Sorry, I tripped over some cobblestone.
Oh, careful. Right, there's rocks and stuff. Hold on, I forgot. Sorry, there's rocks right here, right where my voice is. They're careful not to stumble. Yep, you okay.
I'm completely reliant on Torty echolocation.
You're completely... Too bad I don't have eyes on the back of my head, so you can just follow them, so I don't have to constantly turn around.
Luckily, your hair actually sort of reflects the moonlight a bit, so it's not too hard to follow.
Oh, perfect. Don't have to show you the way around here now, do I? It's light enough.
It's fine.
you already got the tour, so you know exactly where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Should you check it to make sure? Oh, she's gone.
I think we're all right to go in, right?
Yeah, we should be.
Everything's all right.
Oh.
Oh, I think
She
we
was
just
saying
traded
something.
places with her. Oh, there
There
she
she
is.
is.
Everything's all ready for you. I hope you two have a lovely night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night to yourself. So...
I only worked up enough courage to get this far. I have no idea what to do from here.
That's okay. Like I said, it's like a dance. I can lead.
Lead away.
Well, come on. And we should probably fade to black. But first I want to play rock, paper, scissors. See who wins.
Oh my, what do you mean see who wins? That's not how it works.
Yes. It is how it works,
my
okay?
fucking God.
Okay. Do something behind your back, alright? And
What do I throw, chat?
You ready?
Hold on.
Yep, figure out what
Chat's
you're
gonna
doing.
tell me what to roll.
No, motherfucker! Don't rely on chat, they might see my screen!
But if I lose, I get pregnant. Alright.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, ready, set, turn around.
Oh!
Dang it! Alright, it's 2 out of 3, it's 2 out of 3, don't
now
get too
it's 2 out of
excited.
3. Now it's 2 out of 3.
It is, it's always
right.
a 2 out of 3, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, okay.
I was gonna do rock again. Shit.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna do rock
okay.
for real.
I believe you. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Dang it.
I told you I was gonna throw it.
I know, I thought you were lying to me. I thought you were gonna gaslight. Okay, cool. So that means you get to determine how great that is.
Excellent.
Yup.
Awesome. Wow.
I steal your wizard powers.
Damn.
Finally.
Or I just shirk them onto you. Now you're a wizard, Tori.
Oh god. So I wake up, I have tattoos instead of you. Oh no.
That would be fucking... That'd be whack as fuck. It's official. Holy shit. It happened. God damn.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, finally.
Okay. I'm waking up next episode, by the way. I have to be strictly no pants. Hold on, no pants. Just this.
Yeah,
it's
good
gonna
point.
be
Hold
this.
on. In that case. Boom.
Perfect.
Boom.
Oh, hold on, I have to turn on my mirror so my chat can see. Yeah.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Bandage off. All right.
Hell yeah.
Respawn in.
Cool. Respawn.
I have the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. I died once, but I came back.
Boy.
We played rock, paper, scissors.
Well, I see you lost.
I won.
Damn.
Oh.
He actually won. That's impressive.
My God,
Damn,
he
son.
has a fucking 8-pack.
Stop dragging your feet.
16 pack.
You literally.
I don't know.
There,
I can't even see it.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's got one too many abs.
Next session, the
elves are
spider
fucking
tattoo
weird.
moves. Oh, no, I don't want my spider tattoo to move. Fuck that.
Spider tattoo removed? What?
Gross.
What?
Yeah, my spider tattoo. It's a joke. I'm stealing his wizard powers, so I got to get all the
God.
glowy shit.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I
Don't
can't
worry,
believe
just have that happen to you, and then you get all the tattoos.
I gotta legally stop being a wizard now. This is
I don't write
crazy.
fan fiction anymore. I could write some
you gotta
seriously
drop
good
that
smut.
plot.
Oh well.
Oh my god.
Fucking Vezrin finds it in his fucking study. Like, what
Bringus,
the
you,
fuck?
you gotta stop with magic plot. It's
Yeah,
over.
magic plot's
You sealed
over
your
now,
fate.
man. Fuck. Now it's
Yeah,
only
magic
merchant.
plot is done.
Merchant plot only now.
Now it's politics 24/7. Now
I can't believe
back
this is
to
what it all
politician.
led up to.
This is what it all
Over the course of
Amazing.
all 3 seasons.
3 seasons. He dropped.
This Myrindal.
Right here,
A
man.
fucking
We're all waiting
drunk
for a
freak of
drunk
a drow.
pirate.
Congratulations.
You're a freak, Totty. A
A
freak.
former pirate.
Listen, that's just her sexual activities, okay?
Shader.
Yeah, dude. The sim shader's so funny, dude. I love it.
It's so funny.
It's like, so that's what the iron miscellaneous is for.
The iron miscellaneous. Oh my god.
I have so much iron miscellaneous and leather straps in my bag. So, like, listen, we're having fun.
Let's go.
Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah.
No, why is there a
Totally.
gimp suit in this?
Why is there a gimp suit in your
Oh
closet?
my god.
Myrindal.
Shut up.
Detriment. Now you got. Oh fuck! Now I have to write smut. God damn it!
Jesus Christ.
New smut coming soon.
We're listening to jazz now. We're listening to jazz. Oh fuck.
Amazing.
Jazz.
Let's see.
Also,
Jazz.
I'm
Well,
so
chat, we did
sorry
it. Yeah.
for what is about to happen.
Oh
Bringus.
yeah.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
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 Oops.
Someone mumbled that name of that guy.
What name?
And I'm just going to say, Raja sounds almost identical to a name that Dredge has to be very paranoid about.
What name was mumbled?
The
Raja.
it was.
What's Raja?
The guy with the arm.
Oh,
The captain.
You mean
Yeah.
Rafa? You can't even remember what it fucking said.
They mumbled. No, they mumbled it. Dredge thought it was Raja that was said.
Huh? I don't know, man.
It's like,
I'm gonna my
Dredge
stream.
completely.
I'm gonna my
No,
stream.
Dredge.
All right.
The point is, everything was misheard. Now it's an issue.
I see. All right, chat. Who's smoking the cigarette in the morning? Bruh. Well, I'll see you guys next time.
You're so fucking strong, dude.
That'd be so funny. Yeah, if the markings were just gone. That'd be funny. I'm gonna have to legitimately reach out to Bruns and be like, yo, will this, like, affect anything? Like, does this affect anything with the fucking way his, like, body works? Just, like, being that close to someone, does it rub off on people? Is it fucking... Dude, the Marcus talk was so good. DM. DM? My pee-pee was touched. Does my arm light up like Raylan? Yeah, I'm just curious if, like, if the thing is affected by contact at all, you know? But, what was I gonna say? The arm light up during climax, Jesus Christ. No, it's not, so it's not actually tied with his emotions. He thinks it is. I'll tell you that, chat. His arm glowing up isn't really tied with his emotions. He just thinks it is. But, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. What a story. This was like some Game of Thrones shit, man. I'm fucking loving it. We'll see you guys next time. Mirren is no longer a wizard. That's crazy.
This is my favorite face.
The shit on the dock was just real unlucky. Yeah. Exactly. Alright, gamers. Great episode. Excellent episode. Yeah, what's next for Mirren after all this revelation tonight? Tune in next week, same time, same place. Let's go on a raid.
Here's what you do.
We're gonna raid Brunswick, because, you know, he's probably the only one that's, like, live right now. But also, because he works very hard. And to make all this very... You guys have no idea how hard it is to make like an RP. I struggle to even have that like once a month fucking one night stand RP to run that on like a very loose basis. It's so difficult. So the fact that he does this twice a week, every week, and like weaves in like 30 plus fucking character plots is insane. So I'll see you guys later.
You're just sitting there like a gorilla.
Bye. Yeah, I'm a gorilla, so what?